What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Solgr Fusha Only Show podcast. I am Solgr Only.
With the one and only Fusha. I'd be here as well.
And once again this week, we are joined by Homicidal Lou. Once again, how are you doing tonight, bro?
I'm not doing too bad. Quite tired, quite nervous for later on.
I don't know how you're still up. It was like 8 p.m. earlier and you were already tired. Did you take a nap?
I tried to.
Tried to. Actually, same thing with me, too. I actually tried to as well.
But then a football game was on.
And it just was not happening.
Yeah. But my Packers won. They
did. That was good.
In overtime, nonetheless, because at the beginning of the game, I'm like, oh no, my Packers aren't going to do good. They're not doing good. And then it went into overtime, and they killed it. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. When we're done, I need to get the rest of the laundry out of the dryer.
Okay.
It's been a lazy day.
Yeah, it has been a very lazy day, but this is the 42nd episode of our show. We got a few things to get into this week. As far as Destiny's concerned as well, there's a new thing coming this week, and we're also going to get into some of the games that are going to be coming out this fall, now that we're getting into that busy fall busy fall lineup. So first thing, we'll go around like we usually do and get into some of the stuff that we've been playing this week. We'll start with you, Homicidal.
I think this may be the obvious answer. I've been playing so much Destiny 2.
Right.
Farming those legendary shards.
Yeah.
As we all know.
Right, yeah, you're collecting them legendary shards. Where were you at? Where were you at last time? 100 and...
I'm about like 200 I am.
Yeah, I think you did break 200 tonight.
Oh, nice.
I broke 200 earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's the last legendary I think I got from Hawthorne.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not sure it's 209.
Mm-hmm. I know. I think when I just hopped off right now, I think I was at. I think I was like up in the 40s or something. I think so, not that much at all.
You still got about to catch up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though.
Well, I should be at that point though where I could start building it up though, because I have been getting a lot of duplicates lately. So now that my collection has started to come, has started to pick up, and so now I'm getting to the point where I have a lot of duplicates, and now it's getting to that point to where I'll actually start scrapping legendaries and stuff more often. So I've noticed that I have been getting shards a lot faster than I was. I don't know what it is with my RNG or whatever too. Like I get legendary Ingrams at a pretty good rate. Like I actually had too many engrams when I was just playing right now. I had to have like 3 engrams go to post. I wasn't even sure if that's where they would go. Like I figured that's what would happen, but
you have been getting way too lucky with your legendary engram drops. Why haven't I got the same luck as you right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because today I've only had like one pit legendary engram from a public event. The other one was from Hawthorne. That's all I had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of them was so since it was from Hawthorne, it would have been one of the clan ones then, right?
It was for the clan XP.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I remember that was one of the ones.
Yeah, that was one of the milestones they had to complete.
At least that's one thing with luck, is it changes sometimes, so I mean maybe you'll get more.
Yeah, it does.
The more you grind.
Yeah, it's all just like algorithms and different things like that, so.
Yeah, Bungie thought they was being a bit too harsh with me when it came to my legendary drop, so they give me a legendary drop boost for one day. And then
for one day.
and then I went back to the terrible, terrible, terrible loot drops
Hmm.
Mm.
Well,
straight after.
well, one thing I'm wondering about is because I did put in a code that I got from one of the Rockstar can caps, right? And I went to the website. It told me to. I put it in, and then it like I had to like just link whatever account, you know. So I put in like my Xbox account too, and then it. I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works from there. Like I don't know if it just like increases loot drops, if it's kind of like a double XP kind of thing, or like
If that's the case, then no wonder why you've been getting so many legendaries.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's where it's coming from, or
I'm surprised
Uh,
you haven't like Googled it.
I know I don't know. Maybe I need to look into it more, but
and I don't drink energy drinks, so I wouldn't have gotten any code unless I bought the Rockstar cards just to tip them down the drain or give to my sister before taking the codes.
well, it's funny because
Yeah.
we bought one of each can because there's like the Hunter can, Warlock can, Titan can. So we bought one of each can, but they're just up on our display case,
Yep.
unopened.
Yeah.
But
Collectible.
Mm.
exactly. But the cap I used, the bottle tab or the can tab I used was actually from an empty can that was just I think it was my cousin's or something. So I just saw it sitting there, and he's not going to use it, so I just took off the cap and used it, but used the
Thank
code.
you.
I was actually
Yeah,
surprised that I found the Warlock, and I think it was the
yeah,
Titan on my own
they were hard to find.
at first, but now they're all over the place.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
that
Yeah.
was still a good surprise to go to Smith's. I'm like, wait, Warlock? That's the one we don't have. Okay, I'm getting it.
Yeah, the thing if you want it, you won't get it. If you don't need it, they will be around all the time.
Exactly. That's just how things go.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have all three of those cans on display. Because we don't really drink Rockstar anymore. We mostly just drink NOS.
Yeah, the Nos is the ones that we've been drinking a lot for the last few months because they're a lot cheaper.
Ish.
Ish,
Sometimes.
compared to all the others. So
I got you
Like,
hooked on Beans and Brews and NOS because you used to be hooked on Rockstar. And then
hmm
you started liking NOS, and I was like, wait, you've never had NOS? And now you're
no, yeah, I
addicted.
hadn't. That's what was weird is I hadn't.
I didn't see how you hadn't when you always drink so many energy drinks.
Hmm. That was literally about the only kind that I hadn't though.
True.
I honestly, I wish I can lay off them though. They're so bad for your kidneys and.
I wish I would have had time to play more, but everything's been so hectic going on that it's like once the weekend comes around, I'm spending most of the time at my mom's or around my mom's.
Hmm.
I haven't had the chance to play, and I mean, we were at least able to put down the minimum on a pre-order the Xbox.
Oh yeah, that is another thing I wanted to get into this week too. So yeah, we did put down our pre-order for the One X. So no,
oh,
November 7th. Yeah,
nice.
yeah, November 7th is the release for that. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Scorpio edition one, so it's just gonna be the base one. It is still the 1 terabyte one, but
Mm-hmm.
it would have been kind of cool to get the limited edition Scorpio one that it.
Yeah, because I don't think they've a lot of the Scorpio editions have been made, have they?
No, yeah. As far as I'm seeing, like I think the pre-orders for the allotment of those ones are gone. Like I don't think they'll have any more of those. But uh,
Yeah, you probably have some idiot trying to sell it on eBay for more than it's worth.
you will,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, by far.
you will.
That's gonna happen.
You're gonna see those Scorpio editions on sale on eBay the second the console launches. Period. You know, like it's crazy that it gets to that point.
Yeah. And I also wish luck to all the Destiny 2 players that are going to be playing Destiny 2 on PC.
Right? I know. I want my own PC, and you know what? We're gonna convert you, and you're gonna play Destiny on PC. It's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
gonna
this has been
happen.
a little
See,
thing. I will. I've been saying this a lot, and I won't be getting Destiny 2 on PC.
Well, you're still gonna play it, but
she, see,
yeah.
see, she knows because she played a little bit of the beta.
Mm,
She knows how good it is on PC.
And
Yeah.
yeah. Who knows? You might just get it as a gift, and the next thing you know, you're gonna be like, "Whoa, Destiny on PC," and your mind will just be.
Hmm.
Yep. And whoever gets me as the gift is going to get something back.
It's a trade.
Yeah.
It works.
It's a trade. Game of the Year edition Overwatch
Hmm?
Hmm.
Overwatch is
costs the
fun.
same as Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Overwatch is fun.
it is. Overwatch is so good too, and it's
Yeah.
just funny because of how little I actually play it, but it's not by any means that because I don't like it or I think it's a bad game or anything by any means. It's
Just you just get into a lot more other games,
hmm
pretty much.
exactly.
You get in your ways where you stick to certain games that you just get addicted to. Because, I mean, you've gotten so many games that you've played halfway or that you finished the campaign on, and then you don't play them, but then you're like, oh, this game came out, I have to get it. This game came out, I have to get it. And, I mean, like, the Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, I still need to finish
See?
that. Oh, and speaking of that, DLC is coming out for it.
I'm gonna have to, like, ground you from buying new games until you finish all the games you already have.
Right? I mean,
You get overloaded on games.
and not only that, there's actually a couple games that I haven't even played yet that I got.
See?
I still have State of Decay on PC. I haven't played yet. I have the Batman. It was the third Batman in the Arkham trilogy. I think it's Arkham Knight, or yeah, I think it's called Arkham Knight or something like that. But
Yeah.
and I did play a little bit of it like last year, but I got it recently because I got it again because we had it and then I think I sold it or traded it in for credit towards something else.
Well,
But
we
then I got it
had-
back again.
We had Until Dawn and then sold it, and we had Until Dawn and then sold it. Now we have it downloaded, but it's on your PS4 account, not
Yeah,
mine.
because we got it when it was one of the PS Plus games,
Yeah.
which I think we're gonna get into tonight, right? Well, I don't know because you were gonna look into that. I don't know if we have the October ones up yet, right? I mean, I could see if we. I don't think that they've been announced yet because I have my internet pulled up right here on some gaming news websites, and I haven't seen anything about it yet.
I haven't really played the game, so I don't know what it's all about, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that we can find the ones that are like currently the games for gold and the PS Plus games for right now. But I'm just thinking of what ones will be coming on October 1st
Yeah.
because we usually find out on the last couple days of the previous month.
Yeah, but it's still not quite the end of the month. We got a full week left.
Exactly, that's what I was just gonna say. So we might have to actually mention that on next week's show
I'm going to work next Saturday.
because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they haven't been announced yet.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, real quick, what I want to mention too, something that we will have coming up sometime in the near future because we did order this month's Loot Gaming box.
Yeah.
So we will have another Loot Gaming unboxing, and the reason why we got this one is because the theme for this
Destiny 2.
box exactly is Augment, right?
Yes.
It's Augment, so it's Destiny 2, Prey, and Borderlands.
Which, you know, I actually was so hard not to tell you every time I saw the Loot Crate ad on Facebook was that it was going to be Destiny. I'm like,
She was gonna get it for us and not even tell me.
yeah.
That's how awesome she is. But then it was only brought up because
We went to Best Buy for the pre-order of the Xbox, and there's some Destiny stuff, and I'm like, you know, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to surprise him with the Loot Crate, so I'm like, yeah, you can get the Destiny shirt, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. And he's like, wait a minute, what were you doing? And I'm like, okay, so yeah, maybe we can do it after all.
and I'm like, yeah, no, we're doing it.
Yeah, I'm also going to set myself a bit of a challenge.
What's that?
Start now. At the moment, I've got 210 legendary shards. From now until the end, I'm going to try build up as much as I can. just by collecting stuff and doing public events.
Hmm.
That's the only way I'm allowed to collect legendaries to get the shards.
So if you have a
Starting
legendary
now.
drop somewhere else, then you keep it,
I can't use it. I can't use it
or just can't
if I
use
get
it.
an engram drop.
Ah,
It can
Okay.
only be from the vendors.
interesting. That's a
Hmm.
good challenge.
Yeah. See, and that's actually a good way to do it. Honestly, I mean, they put such an emphasis on public events, like any YouTube video I watch or any Destiny podcast, anything from any Destiny community content creator. That's what they're always saying. Just grind those public events, grind those public events. To get to get your power light up. Because I mean, I'm still kind of wrapping my head around how the leveling system works, but it seems like because like at one point I wasn't getting any blues higher than 260, then it got to a point to where I wasn't getting any higher than 265. What I think it is I think the blues drop like 5 below whatever power level you're at. So you kind of have to like muscle your power level up. Because the thing is the thing that actually gets your power level up the best is like your power engram drops. So from like your clan stuff, your
So, like from milestones.
exactly, like the flashpoints. That's what I was thinking of. So clan stuff,
Yeah,
flashpoints, nightfalls, raids, obviously,
yeah.
things like that, and that's what's actually because you can get like a power engram. Like I think I had a power engram today that decrypted at 282.
So
I think I
I
finally got my
got
hunter up to 278. I think is where I'm at.
I got on a 268 and I'm 277 light power. Sorry, Destiny 2 community, please don't murder me just yet. I'm still getting used to it.
All right, it's
I know. I need to play more. I really do.
it's really weird. Like the leveling algorithms or mechanics, like how it's working in Destiny 2. It's a lot different than how it was in one. It
It's too updated for me.
it was yeah. It was weird because like up to 265, like it like flew by, and then it's weird. Like once you hit 265, it just halts, like just stops, and then it slows down. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's obviously to kind of prolong the game, so people don't grind to max light, and then complain about not having content, for a year.
That would be a good strategy because it's like
I
if
honestly think that has something to do with it, like with how it is.
it would make sense. It would make legitimate sense.
Hmm. Now, I'm not saying that like I hate it or anything.
It's just
It's
kind
just
of an
different, and
annoyance to get
it's just taking me
to.
a little bit longer to grasp the like exactly how it works.
Right.
Like I'm just going through the paces, and I'm just kind of seeing how it works, and I've just slowly been getting it up now. Because like I said, you get to 265 fast, but from
Right.
that 265 to where I'm at now at 278 has been the last like. I mean, I probably got up to 265 in like a day or two, like a couple days, but the 265 to 278 right now has probably been like a week and a half.
What if they made it like harder from like the beginning, like each step the same amount of I don't know that I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, but I do love like I mean I love the bright engram system. So like once you hit max level, like level 20, when your XP bar rolls over, you get a bright engram that drops every time,
Mm.
which will decrypt to cosmetic stuff and ships and sparrows and things like that. Shaders, especially exotic weapon ornaments, things like that. Um, so I do like how everything works. I like how, like I said, there's definitely an emphasis on clan stuff. Like we got into this recently on our daily dose talk about clan rewards, and I I really like how they have it. It entices people to join clans, and obviously Destiny 1, like even Destiny 1 right from the beginning was a really big community focused game, but they've gone even more down that path with Destiny 2, emphasizing uh, how big of a community game it is. Like during the whole campaign of pre-launch Destiny 2, Bungie kept saying, they kept calling it unhiding the fun. They have guiding games, so now that they
Yeah.
can get people that aren't into clans to do raids and nightfalls and stuff like that. So,
Ooh, speaking of guided games is now out for raids.
okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that recently came out. I'm not. It was during this week. I know that, but guided games I believe, is now out for raids.
Hmm.
So if you want to get into a raid and you haven't, got like a clan to join in with, go onto the guided games. You should be able to get people there.
Yeah. Yeah, and they could, and I like how they did it too, because they rolled out the guided games for the Nightfall first, and then they rolled it out for the beta recent, or excuse me, for the
The
raid
raid.
recently. So
Yeah, because the raid haven't long come out either. That's what, you've got to take into account. So they had to prepare the guided games a little bit later for the raids than they did for the Nightfall, as the Nightfall's, already there for people to do.
mhm.
And if they just, launched guided games out with the raid as soon as they came out, you could possibly come across major glitches, bugs within it, possibly a couple of game crashes. So they, got to plan ahead, because the guided games could have come out quite a bit later than it was intended.
Right. Yeah, because and it's still like when you go to the guided games segment, it is still like it says beta, right? So they're rolling it out slowly,
Yeah,
and
we should
I
expect new stuff.
exactly, yeah. Yeah, and like I heard how it's working. It's like if you're a seeker, so you're one of the ones looking to hook up with a clan. There's like these tickets or something that you can use. You can get tickets from like they're gonna be at your postmaster, and then that's how you when you get into the guiding games, you'll have the tickets. And obviously, me and Homicidal are in a clan, so we obviously haven't messed
Touch
around
guided
with it.
games,
So
yeah.
one of my coworkers, I did ask though if he's gotten into it, and he said he did run a Nightfall through the guided games beta, and he said it worked really well. Like he was actually pretty pleased with the experience. So he
So,
was able to get partnered up with a good clan, and they got him.
That's good.
Yeah.
so they've done something right there with the guided games, because this could have gone on a completely different level. This could have gone down worse than people expected it to, even.
Hmm.
Because honestly, I will admit, and I'll probably get hated by the Destiny community for this, but I didn't expect the guided games to work,
Really.
because they have not tried anything like this before. I don't even think I've seen this in any game before.
Right.
Matching
No.
up with a clan
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do something. I haven't seen anything like this before
Right.
in any game. And for Bungie to do it, it's quite a big leap.
Hmm.
But if it works, kudos to them. They did real well.
Right.
Exactly.
More power to 'em, 'cause, I mean, like, I think it was in the last podcast or the one before where we had talked about the whole raid bars and things like that, and how, or maybe it was just when we were talking, they were fixing the bugs on putting people into games that, like, because some
Oh,
of them it was too
the
easy,
matchmaking.
others it was too hard, and it was just on completely different levels.
Hmm.
But they've improved from what they were before. And I
Yeah.
was super nervous and super cautious about that because of how it had been in the first one. It's like, so you're not changing to a different thing, but they worked with it enough that it's good.
It's different. Yeah, like
I'm a little surprised with how good it is.
I mean, I'm wondering if there is something like guided games, like in some of like the PC MMOs and stuff, because Destiny in general is very different in the console space. You know, like there really isn't first person shooter MMO hybrids on in the console space. There wasn't any until Destiny came along, right? So Destiny itself is I'm trying to think, like they're getting to the point
Unique.
where you can call them a trendsetter now, because now you're seeing games like Division that came out after, that's kind of shooter RPG MMO in a way. Now you're seeing a game like Anthem, which is being billed as Mass Effect meets Destiny. And not only that, but you're seeing a lot other genres like straight up first person shooters like Overwatch and stuff being these games for service. These like service games is what they call them, that are like live games where they change week to week with updates and resets and stuff like that. So it's like, and a lot of the haters obviously wouldn't want to admit this, but Destiny has made quite the mark on the industry, right? You're seeing these traits that it brought into the platform kind of branch out into even these other genres and stuff.
Yeah, different games are starting to take, attributes of Destiny. For example, what you were saying about it being an MMO first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
That's different on a completely different scale.
Exactly.
It, made them part from the rest of the gaming community in what you would say in a good way.
It changed, yeah. I forgot.
It changed the gaming industry for the better.
Right.
It really
it
has,
was a
yeah.
new trend. It was something that
I
wasn't.
mean, you can't say it don't work until you try it.
Mm-hmm.
It's made the industry itself more community focused. You know what I mean? Like, and Twitch has a big part of it as well too. Obviously, with Destiny's Twitch community and stuff.
Yeah.
You see, especially with it coming out on PC now. So like it's gonna be interesting to see when the PC version launches, because you're gonna be seeing, we're gonna have this whole flood of a whole nother platform being brought in. And it's crazy because we've already seen it in just the console space in the little over 3 years that Destiny's been around. Players would come from other games like Call of Duty or whatever, just other games, and they would be really surprised by how the Destiny community it is, how like family focused it is. Like other Twitch directories and stuff weren't like other streamers and other communities, they weren't rating each other, they weren't hosting each other. Everything was super competitive. But then there's the Destiny community, that's just
building,
all
finding strength, and
all tides raise all boats, or whatever that saying is. Like it's incredible. And like I said, you're seeing that branch across. Yeah, and now you're seeing that branch across
for the better.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I really love, is how it's just the community. It surprises me because it's like it's helping everybody else, and
Mm-hmm. And it's good, and that even goes along like with our team, with the team that we're the part of with Team MZ. It's the same thing, like it's that family focus, that family oriented aspect behind it.
what I did like was when there was the Destiny drought before Destiny 2 came out. I noticed you were playing a lot more Warframe, and the Warframe community was just so welcoming, and I loved how that was too. And it's nice to know that there's good communities out there, helping. They're not just out for themselves. They're improvising and working together and building it up and making it so much more than it originally was.
Yeah, and I've been saying this the whole time. I mean, there's so many similarities I see between the Destiny and Warframe communities too, and and I love Warframe. Like I've been saying, I'm still gonna have my channel focused around that game a lot. It's just the Destiny 2 hype is
Real
it's
right
still
now.
real right now. So, like I've said many times lately, once it settles down a little bit more, we're gonna I'm gonna find that balance of where we could split it up between Warframe and Destiny, and
By the time it settles down, will probably be about the time that I actually get around to playing more, because around that time you'll have the new Xbox.
well, you know what I was thinking. So the new Xbox, right, is November 7th, but the PC version of Destiny 2 is October 24th. So that's like what, roughly 2 weeks before.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get the PC version. See, and this is what's interesting. Like, so we've had the console version out for a few weeks now, and then the PC version's pretty much about a month away from now. So it's going to be like, so by the time we get there, the Destiny hype's gonna be like settling, just not settling down, but like just
Riding tide.
yeah, just riding the tide is it's a good way to put it. Just riding the tide, and
Settling for the console players, but still going to be, one hell of a hype for the PC players.
exactly, and then
'Cause
that
you got-
PC version's gonna drop.
I don't know how you're not interested in the PC version. I can't say that you're not interested. It's just that when I played the PC beta, I fell in love. It was, I want my own PC
Oh,
with
yeah.
Destiny.
Here's the fun. There's another fun thing. I didn't play the PC beta either.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, see, and I think that's where the issue is, because had you played the PC beta, you would be just as hyped.
Well, to be
Yeah,
fair though,
but
a big part of his reasoning though, he's told me, is he
I
doesn't
don't
want
like
to have
having
to.
things on more than one platform.
Well, not only that, and like he doesn't want to have like 6 characters to maintain and stuff. Like it's a lot of work.
That
It's a
is
lot of
a
work
lot.
just grinding 3 characters.
Yeah, well, you got to the point of grinding 6 because it was like
With Destiny 1, yeah, I had
Xbox and
6.
PlayStation. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
had so many people complain about me not getting Destiny 1 for PS4. I was just like, have you got an Xbox? No.
Right.
When you get an Xbox, come and ask me if you want to play Destiny, because I'm not getting it on PS4.
Well, and there's so much pros and cons to it, because it's like, I used to lean more towards PlayStation, and now I kind of feel like I'm leaning more towards Xbox, and it's just like pros and cons, because PS4, PlayStation has the exclusives, but then there's Xbox that just makes it easier to play and easier to use one, what do you call it? Internet thingy.
Like Xbox Live.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus, the main reason I haven't been playing is because at this time I only have the PlayStation and I don't have
The internet, so the PS Plus.
the PS Plus for it.
I've read ways of how you can share it across multiple accounts on one console, but you have to like set one as a
It feels like
primary.
a
And,
complicated thing.
yeah,
You have to
it's
jump through so many hoops, but it's like they have exclusives that Xbox players don't have, and there's pros and cons, but I'm starting to lean more towards Xbox, which I think is making me even more excited that the new one's coming out and then that one's going to be mine,
mhm.
and I can grind all I want on Xbox.
Well, yeah, because then we'll get another copy on Xbox. Because
Yeah.
then
Oh no.
Oh, what?
Legendary engram, pickable. Can't decrypt it.
what happened?
Legendary engram, I can't decrypt.
Oh
for
yeah,
This challenge.
because your little challenge. How long does that have to go?
Until the end.
Until the end.
Till the end. End of what?
The podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that means you're going to be doing this non-stop.
Right? I was thinking till the end. That's Die Hard.
I'm like till
That's
the
not,
end, like.
more power to you.
I'm like, are you waiting till like Destiny 3 or something? Oh, speaking of which, I don't think I haven't mentioned this to you yet. I do not remember where I heard this. I think I heard it on a podcast. I don't remember what one, and even then, whoever it was that said it, they said it was kind of like they heard somewhere, So it's like it's pretty unconfirmed, but supposedly someone from Bungie or something said that Destiny 2 is a 5-year plan.
Ooh.
So Destiny 1 obviously was 3. So it looks like this time maybe they're going to stick with it a little bit longer until
Yeah.
Destiny 3, if we get a Destiny 3.
Well,
I kind of have a feeling we will. I think Destiny 3, I think the Destiny universe, I kind of think it will be a trilogy.
It's
I
still standing.
yeah,
I mean, it can go on for ages if you
it,
Yeah.
it
really see.
can. It really can. There was this video I
Cause
showed him last night that was what was it? It I can't think today. I've been so tired, but it was like the honest preview for
Oh,
Destiny or something, or
on
like
it, on his game trailers, wasn't it?
yeah. It was great though.
It was kind of funny. Yeah, it was
So
on. Yeah.
yeah, it was just like if the trailer was honest or whatever,
Hmm.
and yeah, it was just pretty funny.
Yeah.
It cracked me up.
Yeah, it was. Another thing I wanted to get into coming up this next week on Destiny, actually this Tuesday, so in 2 days, this week's reset, they're going to be rolling in the clan, or excuse me, the faction rally.
faction wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So yeah, we
right.
they a couple days ago in the most recent this week at Bungie in the TWAB, they detailed what the faction rallies are going to be. And I'll go over it real quick right here. This is from, it was Cosmo who actually did the TWAB this week. First off, if you still haven't finished the Destiny 2 campaign, there will be some spoilers in this blog post, so yada yada yada. Now that you've, I won't say that just in case for spoilers. So, we are ready for a special event called Faction Rallies, starting on September 26th. You will be able to volunteer your services in support of your favorite faction or the one that holds the loot you most desire. We spoke with senior designer Tim Williams to find out what Faction Rallies is and how players can join in on the fun. Each of the factions of the tower is having a rally to collect resources for its cause. They're recruiting guardians to gather supplies for their faction and destroy enemy resources. They'll offer a suite of rewards to help the Guardians rise up against any enemy threats. As an incentive, each faction has set aside a powerful weapon to entice players to choose their side. The faction whose Guardians collect the most faction packages will be declared the winner. The winning faction will offer the weapon to everyone, but all who pledge loyalty will receive it with a huge discount as repayment for their contributions to their faction's cause. And it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same faction vendors that we had in Destiny 1. So we have Arak Jalal from Dead Orbit, Lakshmi 2 from Future War Call, and Executor Hideo of New Monarchy. They will return to the tower to ask you to pledge your loyalty. Before you can make this choice, you must first reach level 20 and gain access to the tower. You will only be able to pledge to one faction per character. And it does last the week, so I don't know. I don't think it's going to be like an every reset kind of thing. So, and I did, and it does say in here somewhere that once you choose your faction,
Switch.
you can't switch exactly like you could in Destiny 1, but Destiny 1 also it
At the
wasn't
time.
exactly, it wasn't a timed event like this.
That sounds fun.
So I can kind of see them doing this. I don't think once a month. I don't think it'd really be like Iron Banner. You know, it's like a monthly event that lasts a week. Maybe once a season, because you know how we're seeing this season word thrown around like in the clan stuff. And I don't know if we still even know how long the seasons are. If they're like 3 months, you know, like a weather season, right? Or if it's just a year,
Or like a series season.
right? Yeah, like like kind of like what I was saying, like a fall season or something like that, you know, or
Speaking of series seasons, I'm totally gonna be into the new Star Trek
oh yeah,
Discovery. It is incredible. From the little half hour I watched of the first hour season premiere,
mm-hmm.
I loved it. It goes back to before. So like when Star Trek was originally out, this Star Trek Discovery is going back to before the original Star Trek. So it's like a prequel thing.
Okay,
And it started with Klingons. And
right.
it was really awesome. And it had Sasha from The Walking Dead. and
Hmm.
she has shorter hair, and she's getting her own, um, what do you call it? Not like her own control thing. Like,
Shit. Their own
yeah,
enterprise or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I wanted to stay and watch the rest of it, but I had to hurry home to get this started. So I'll probably watch it on demand. But yeah, you're probably gonna be watching it by default.
Yeah. I'm sure I will. Uh, yeah. As a tangent, I don't want to divert from what we were talking about too much, but series premiere also Big Bang Theory premieres tomorrow too. We'll be getting into that.
I'm excited about that too. I want to
Actually,
know
speaking
if
as well
Amy says
too,
yes.
we're going to be having another podcast kicking back up again.
The
Walking
talking,
Dead. Yeah,
talking
well, yeah,
decay.
Talking Decay, our Walking Dead podcast. We'll be picking back up once the Walking Dead season starts again next month. So,
Mm.
yeah. On a side
Hmm.
note, stay tuned for that.
I'm not used to having my own mic.
I know. I don't know if we'll ever keep it.
I know it's just weird. I'm not used to it. Like
Mm.
I can't see nothing.
So yeah,
I've never had this before.
that's in a nutshell pretty much what the faction rally is going to be. We were Homicidal and I was kind of talking about it a little bit earlier when we were playing this morning. I'm just pretty much just gonna do one, like I'm gonna do just one faction for one of my characters each. So I don't think, I mean, I've heard some people they're gonna do like all three of their characters on one faction,
Yeah,
but I'm just gonna do one each.
that's what I kind of had the assumption you do is for each character a different faction.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how, like, I mean, I kind of have a good sense for how it's gonna go, or what it's gonna be like. I'm just kind of curious of what it's gonna be like in the future. Like I was saying, if it's like kind of like an Iron Banner event kind of thing that comes along once a month.
That'd be
Uh,
cool if it was,
It would be
honestly.
cool.
it actually would be. Now that I'm
Cool
sitting here
to
thinking
have.
about it, it would be a PVE answer to Iron Banner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the Iron Banner event that comes along once a month for PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now,
Question
granted,
being,
go ahead.
when is the Iron Banner gonna start?
I think all we've heard is October. I don't think we have
Oh,
an exact date in October. We should probably be hearing it in one of the TWABs coming up pretty soon. So, I think we'll be hearing about it really soon.
Here soon.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
thinking they'll released all the dates in October itself. So
I hope they
if
do that
everyone's
Next
again.
month.
yeah,
I hope they do at the beginning of the month. They'll do that image again that displays the reset for every week of the month. How they did that at the beginning of September. I hope they do that every month. I hope that wasn't just a thing just because it was the launch month. Because
Maybe.
I think that was really cool how they did that. But now that I'm thinking about this, oh yeah, I wanted to mention real quick too with these faction rallies. So you can get these faction badges or packages or whatever they were calling them, the faction badges I think they were called. You can get them from pretty much any activity, right? You can get them from like world activities, public events,
the
strikes.
tokens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a token that drops something like that. Um,
Oh, right.
Dun, 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 dun.
and PvP and everything as well too. So
Mm-hmm.
so it it literally appeals to any type of player, and that's what's good about it. And I think now that you say it, I think it would be pretty tight if it was like Iron Banner.
It would be cool.
Even if it wasn't every month, maybe every other month. That would be another good thing too.
It would be a good way to keep it alive,
Hmm.
to prevent drought.
Yeah,
And it would be
and it's
good
no
fun
secret that is
concern.
a big concern for Bungie, right? Yeah, it's high on their list
Yeah.
of things to pay attention to as the future as we move along the Destiny 2 timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this
Yeah.
time, there's three studios, working. There's Bungie, Vicarious Visions, and High Moon Studios,
That's
and
true.
Publisher be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Activision.
Well, and then yeah, exactly. Then
Yeah.
publisher being Activision, who has always been very good with a three studio uh, design scheme, right? Because look how they do it with Call of Duty. You know, they have the three different studios that rotate putting out Call of Duties. That's how they're able to put out a Call of Duty every year.
I need a new chair.
Wait. I
Yes.
actually didn't know that about Call of Duty.
Yeah, so the studio that's making World War II, so the one that's coming out this fall, is the one that made Ghost. There's three studios and they're staggered their releases. So the one releasing World War II is Sledgehammer Games. So they'll be coming out with World War. So if they stay on this cycle, they'll come out with World War II this year, but then they won't release another one for like another 3 years. So it gives each studio a 3-year cycle because the year they're off, one of the other studios is putting it out.
It's like rotating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to this cord.
Exactly. So I know we'll rewire it.
Sorry.
God, they and now they can do the same thing with Destiny on its own, right? With these three studios, and I know one of the studios is I can't remember if it's Vicarious Visions or High Moon. I can't remember what one it is, but it's one of those that worked heavily on the PC version. Because they're a studio they were brought in because in the past they have done a lot of PC
work.
PC work. I almost said PC ports, and that is what they've done. But I don't want the Destiny 2 PC version to be misconstrued as just a console port over to PC because that's not the case.
No,
like
that
they
worked.
built it from the ground up.
That was worked on.
What? You keep tapping me, and I think you're like trying to tell me something.
No, I'm just like touching you.
God.
I'm tired. I've been tired all damn day.
I know, I am too, and we started late too, and we got work in the morning, so I don't want to go like too late. But one thing I do want to get in on this week's episode though is now that we're, the weather cooled down drastically where we're at, so
Yes.
we're definitely in that fall season. So I wanted to look ahead at some of the games coming out this fall. I mean, the list I have in front of me is literally every single game coming out this fall, so I'm not going to get into exactly all that, but like some of the ones that we've talked about a little bit, like when we were talking about some of the ones that we're looking forward to. It looks like actually the first one on my list actually is Middle-earth: Shadow of War, is actually October 10th.
Ooh.
So that one's coming up pretty soon.
The evil
I know Stas is excited for that one. He loves Middle-earth games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shadow of Mordor was so good, and
Yeah.
I've been hearing good things about Shadow of War.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And it actually had been delayed a few months. It was actually supposed to come out back in August. And then 3 days later, on Friday, October 13th, there's The Evil Within 2. That one's actually PS4, Xbox One, and PC for that one as well.
That one, I think you should totally get.
We need to play the
along
first
with-
one, though.
Yeah, you need to get the first one again. 'Cause
Spoopy Tuesday.
yeah, like you can handle that game. There's no way how I'd be able to handle playing that game on my own. I'd be too like jumpy. Like I'm not. I like scary things sometimes, but to an extent, I'm not like a big horror scary thing. But the Evil Within 2, the previews that I've seen, looks good.
Right. Another one that just recently, after watching Mundo play 2K17, I'm really wanting to get this one as well. WWE 2K18 is October 17th. That's actually the same day that South Park: The Fractured But Whole hopefully finally comes out. I mean, that game has had a rough development. That game was actually supposed to come out last year at this time. It's been very much delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an okay game.
Well, yeah, the last South Park game, it was like the Stick of Truth or something. I think that one was
Yeah,
actually. Is that what it was? Was Stick of Truth?
Yeah, I believe so. But Fractured the Whole is a decent game.
Mm.
It isn't really, kind of like my gameplay style, but I enjoyed it for the time I actually managed to play it.
Yeah, I played. I think it was the first South Park game they ever did. It was back on. I think it was the Nintendo 64. Actually,
Probably
it was around. I think it was around the time they did. Was around the time they did the movie, or
bigger, longer, and uncut. I saw that in the drive-in.
you realize that's a a member joke. Bigger, longer, and uncut. Like
Yeah,
unserved.
yeah.
Yep.
I do. Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, a lot of people
My mom
didn't
took me to the
notice that.
drive-in to see it when I was like,
I know.
I was like
Okay.
8 or 9. Yes,
It's
I
bad that I
knew.
knew when I'm 18.
Yeah.
Okay. See, October is a lot busier than I thought it was. So here we go. So, like I said, Shadow of War on the 10th, Evil Within 2 on the 13th, WWE 2K18 on the 17th, Destiny 2 on the PC on October 24th. 3 days later, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Hmm.
The same day, Wolfenstein 2. God, that's another one. November 3rd, we have Call of Duty World War 2, which we do want to get because of zombies,
Yeah.
especially. And I am a little interested in the campaign.
And maybe we'll
I
actually
live.
play the game duel instead of just zombies. We'll actually.
Oh my god, I did not know this.
What?
Okay, the
No
Xbox
way.
One X is on November 7th, right? Do you see
Right.
that?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's the what?
You see what I'm looking at?
Yes.
All I had heard about
No.
the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC was winter.
Let me guess. The Zero Zone DLC is coming around about the same time as the Xbox One X.
Hmm.
The same day.
The
The
frozen.
same day.
Same day.
The frozen
Fair
wilds.
enough.
Yeah. November 7th.
So you need to get back on Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'm gonna have to set some priorities. There's no way I can afford all this crap.
Yeah, we got to work on those priorities because we got goals to
So,
have our own.
I mean,
space.
I can maybe do without the Evil Within 2 until we get and beat the first one.
True.
But Shadow of War is a must. Destiny 2 PC is a must. Assassin's Creed Origins is a must. Wolfenstein 2 we can kind of do without because I still need to beat the first ones.
Assassin's Creed might be a little delayed just because we still
No.
have the other ones that you haven't played. Like that whole idea
No,
of granting.
no. Assassin's
for buying new
Creed
games.
Origins, it's technically like a prequel. It's going back farther than they have ever gone. So you can play that game without playing any of the first ones. Like it's
Well,
it's how the
fair
Brotherhood started.
Fair enough.
The real question on that is, do I get it on PS4, Xbox One, or
Ooh.
PC?
PC.
quality.
I would actually probably get it on Xbox because I'll be getting the One X soon after.
Yeah.
And Assassin's Creed, I think, would be a game that I would like on console, like controller, more than like mouse and keyboard.
Hmm.
So yeah, so like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn on November 7th. They're re-releasing LA Noire for PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch on November 14th.
This chair is loud. I'm sorry.
The Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim is on November 17th. Oh, they're actually doing a Switch version of Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 for the Switch for November 28th. And it looks like we have a date. And by the way, all this is according to Kotaku. That's my reference for this. So if any of these are wrong, don't quote me.
Blame the source.
Yeah, blame the source. Resident Evil 7, End of Zoe and Not a Hero DLC, December 12th. So I'm stoked for that one because Resident Evil 7 was fantastic and I really want to get into that because that's actually supposed to be story DLC. Like that's actually some more story content. So I'm definitely interested in that one for sure.
Yeah.
So quite the list, right? Like this fall is shaping up.
Just a list.
What's
we
that?
got goals.
Definitely more than just a list.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got-
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Definitely more than just a list.
We definitely gotta sort out our priorities and get our goals in line.
Mm-hmm.
Because I cannot wait till we have more space and a PC and
Here we go. I'll probably leave this to the chat to decide, but should I get Destiny 2 on PC?
I think it's a no-brainer.
I think so too. And if you
Even
don't,
if the
we're
chat
getting
says
it for
yes,
you.
I might end up not getting it.
If you don't, we're getting it for you. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, like I keep saying, either way you're getting it, you're gonna like it.
Mhm.
Overwatch is just around the corner as well.
Mhm. I'm going in for some overtime, and then on other times I'm gonna play some more games. Because then you'll have your Xbox, and I'll be the only one left out of PC. Because I don't have my PC unless I kick you off again.
Well, that's what's gonna. Oh, see, there you go. Inebriation in chat. Just get it, bro.
Yep. See?
There you go.
Narration, you don't count.
Yes, he does.
He counts more than
I
most.
knew either him saying Solaris FGS is gonna say yes.
Yes. It's gonna be like 5 out of 5. Yes.
Send it.
Yes. Yes. Get it,
Um,
bro.
God, I know. I totally forgot where I was just gonna go real quick with that. Oh,
I don't know. Where were you gonna go?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, there it is. Found it. I did see on when I was looking for some news and stuff on one of the websites. I can't remember if it was Kotaku or GameSpot, but TGS has been going on, the Tokyo Game Show, and I guess Zelda Breath of the Wild got a couple Game of the Year awards already. I mean, because you know how like so many different outlets give out Game of the Year awards. So, I mean, I've always wondered this in the game industry. They need something that is like the definitive Game of the Year, right? I mean, sometimes you'll see Game of the Year editions of games that came out in the same year on multiple games. Sometimes you'll see like it was last year that there was that really good race between Uncharted 4 and Overwatch. And or like Uncharted 4 won a lot of Game of the Year awards from some markets and outlets, and then Overwatch won a bunch from some other outlets and stuff. So I mean, there's like the video game awards at the end of the year. I mean, some people put some stock in that as kind of like the definitive thing, but I don't know. I mean, Breath of the Wild is definitely going to win some Game of the Year awards. I mean, this is a debate we can get into in a future episode, though. We're not even to the end of the year yet, so those are always the fun shows to do. At those end of the year award talks kind of shows are always fun to do.
We still got like 3 months.
Yeah, and that fall list we just went over, like we said, that's one hell of a list. So it looks like we have a really good fall in front of us.
Christmas is coming soon. Oh, when I went to my mom's, you know what I saw in this car? It was a van. This much snow.
What?
Yeah. I don't know where the car came from, where they were heading, but they had snow fresh on the car. And I'm like,
Well,
no.
it's been cold enough down here. They probably came from up in the mountains.
That's what I was thinking. My mom was saying like Park City or something. I'm like, mountains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh no, it's snowing.
Because it rained down here all day long, and it's been this cold, so at the higher elevations, it would be cold enough for it to snow.
I don't want it to.
No, I don't either. Not at all.
I'm good at sidetracking.
Right.
Tired.
Well, yeah, that's gonna do it anyways on this week's episode. We gotta get to bed and hit that work week tomorrow. Boo.
And grind and make money and goals.
Goals. All right. So thanks for joining us once again, Homicidal.
There's no problem. Thank you for having me.
As always, it has been a pleasure.
Exactly. And once again, if you're watching this on YouTube, give that thumbs up button if you like the video. Sub to the channel for more content. And I will have links to mine and Homicidal's Twitch channels down below, Fusha's Instagram and our Twitter and all that. So be sure to drop follows in all those places. And thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
It's nada.